Hey, hey, hey. Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options and your morning market preparation video for December 11th, 2018. Say those bulls are strong, tenacious, and resilient. Yesterday, that gap down, little fears in the market started to creep in, and holy cow, the bulls just decided nope, they weren't going to go down. There was no follow through selling after the gap down yesterday. The bulls just continued to drive back, looking very, very strong here, showing lots of tenacity, lots of resiliency. And really, I think what we've got here is just the anticipation of earnings season being, the market's kind of expecting it to be positive, expecting good results on earnings. Seems to be the case. Now, clearly the market does appear to be a little bit overextended, but that doesn't mean it has to go down. So we have to be really careful, I think, right in this area, because we are bullish. The trend is up, yet there is that little bit of caution that needs to come in that we're overextended. So please be careful not to overtrade this market. You know, if you're in a nice winning trade, you're up here, consider taking some profits, taking some pressure off of that trade. If you're adding new trades, make sure you're buying at low risk entry points. And what I mean by low risk entry points is we want to look for those places in any stock that we look at that has a entry point, a nice buy signal that's very, very close to where your stop loss would be, so that we're taking low risk entry trades and not overdoing those trades as we look up here at these extended levels. So be real careful about that. Now the market is strong. Diamonds look good here. And this morning, we're getting a little bit of push into the futures. The futures have been growing all morning. It looked like we would just have a slight to flat open as I wrote the morning note, but now we're pushing toward that upper limit, possibly even new record high prints in the market, at least here on the Dow. The SPY also showing considerable strength, pushing back here. What looked like a topping pattern now looks like it could end up being a continuation pattern. As you can see, we're pushing up here this morning toward those highs. Amazing strength in this market. Qs, same scenario, kind of a topping pattern. Look here to the market, but we're gapping higher and pushing toward the upside here on these markets. And last but not least is IWM, that looked like it really could break out a day ago, failed, dropped back below this resistance level, but now is pushing back up here. Looks like it could gap closely to above or right above this resistance breakout. So bulls are in charge, and we want to make sure and stay with this trend as long as we can. But again, just a reminder, the market cannot take back that money once you've already taken some profits. So if you're a little bit worried, if you're nervous, if you're overextended in this market, take some of those profits, go to the bank, relieve the pressure, and just be thankful what the market has given us here. Tremendous strength that we see. Let's take a quick look at the VIX. The VIX popped up yesterday, showing us some fear was creeping in yesterday morning, and it looked like if there'd have been some pile-on sellers yesterday morning, we would have seen this spike up higher. But boy, as those bulls come in, showed their tenacity, really quelled those fears yesterday nicely, pushing that back down. And now this morning was a little bit of follow through. It's possible VIX could drop even more. So very little fear in this market at all. There just seems to be no one wanting to believe that the market could pull back. Let's take a look at T2122. And yesterday I reported that T2122 had pulled back toward the middle, and it even pulled back more yesterday, which is really, really interesting. We're showing strength while T2122 is kind of pulling back here. Remember, it's the 4-week new high, new low ratio. So we're actually reaching a point here that's suggesting we could move significantly higher with what's going on. So we're certainly, by this indicator, not overly bought, which is really interesting considering the position of the market. So kind of keep that in mind. There's no reason to believe just yet that the market is ready to correct or pull back. So stay with your plan, stay with your trading, stay with the trades that you're in, continue to grow those profits, and watch carefully this price action for any clues of change, okay? On the economic calendar today, we have the jobless claims at 8:30 this morning. They're expecting those to reduce just a little bit. Fewer claims coming in. And also we have the very important PPI. Now, PPI has grown every month for the last quarter, every month by 4%, meaning the producer price index is increasing, which is a bit of a concern for inflation. Forecasters today are expecting that to come in just a little bit lighter at a 2% increase. Keep in mind we have a bunch of bond or bill announcements here. Treasury budget here at 2 o'clock is expected to show a widening gap in the Treasury deficit. Not a big surprise there. Our government seems to do that as a normal course of business. And then we have a Fed speaker here at 3:30. These reports down here, unlikely to move the market. Now, keep in mind that the market could easily rest today. And what I mean by that, we may gap up and just really kind of go nowhere, because we have really big reports tomorrow and the big banks kick off earnings tomorrow. So it is very possible we gap up this morning and we just kind of languish around, a lot of chop around. So that is possible. Kind of keep that in mind. I'm not suggesting that's what's going to happen, just that the possibility exists, because we may be waiting for these big economic numbers. You know, the CPI number, obviously a very big number, and retail sales out of December are going to be a very big number for the market, I believe. So kind of keep an eye on that, those Christmas numbers coming in. Let's take a quick look at the earnings. There were about 18 companies on the earnings calendar today. You know, nothing major here in the earnings to really move the market around. But, you know, some notables would be Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines gapping up on their earnings report. Airlines have been showing strength here lately, considerable strength, actually. So you'll want to kind of keep an eye maybe on that sector, because it's showing quite a little bit of strength. With that, everyone, I want to wish you a fantastic day. I want to wish you great profits. If this is the first time you've seen these videos, please do me a favor and click on that subscribe button on YouTube and the follow me button on Facebook. Click those thumbs up buttons, because those really help. I really do appreciate that. And for all of you, the folks that continue to leave comments, thank you very much. That's very humbling, and I really do appreciate all those kind of comments. Feel free to share this video with any of your friends and family if you think that it would be helpful to them, and I really do appreciate it. Everyone, take care. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all bright and early tomorrow morning with Friday's version of the Morning Market Prep video. Take care, everyone. Talk to you soon.